What's going on YouTube? Taylor Prentice back here with another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the week 14 drop list for Supreme, which drops on Thursday, May 26th at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And if you guys don't know already, the big collaboration for this week is Nike. So here are the first looks at these Nike pieces. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of them, and a lot of people in the comment sections were kind of clowning Supreme because these definitely look more like fall winter pieces. But anyways, let's go ahead and break them down. So the first thing we have here is a hooded corduroy jacket. I thought it was interesting that it's corduroy, and I think that does make the pieces a little cooler. I actually kind of liked some of the images that Supreme put out for this collection, but these aren't pieces that I expected, especially from Nike. While I think these are alright, especially these corduroy jackets, I think are one of the better pieces from this collaboration. Definitely not something that I really could see myself wearing. If I would, I could see myself wearing the black or maybe even the purple, but the camo is just a little bit too much for me personally. And next we've got some crew necks that just say Supreme on one side with the Nike swoosh under it. And these are alright. I think they're not great. I think they're kind of lazy. I really don't like the camo, and again, for some reason I just don't really like that camo, and I don't really like the purple in the sweat top or sweat pants for either one of these, but the heather gray and the black I think do look all right. Again, not pieces that I would be super stoked to get. I prefer to wear hoodies over crew necks in the first place, but I just don't really love the designs on these pieces either. I do think if I had to pick between the crew neck and the corduroy jacket, I would definitely go with one of the corduroy jackets. I think they're a little bit more cooler of a piece and obviously like a more interesting material. I like corduroy. So, and looking at the pants, the first three pairs here are corduroy, similar to the jackets. They're like cargo pants, and these are actually one of my favorite pieces of this collection. I think these probably are my favorite piece. I could definitely see myself wearing the black ones and definitely the purple ones. I'm sure like Drake is going to come out with some fits of him wearing the purple ones. I don't know why, that just seems like something he would wear. But again, the camo is just not really doing it for me. And then like I said with these sweatpants here earlier, I don't love them, I don't really hate them either, but I do like the black and gray ones above the rest of them. And next we've got hats, and like I've been saying all season, Supreme has done really well with the hats. These are more like dad caps, but these are corduroy, as you can tell, and I actually really like all these. Even the camo one I think is cool. I think it works better on a hat than like full clothing pieces. I feel like it's a little too loud for like whole outfits, but I do like all of these hats. And if I had to pick one, I'd probably just go with black just because I'm simple, but I really do like all three colorways of these. I thought they did pretty well on those. And on this slide we've got some pieces from the Silver Surfer collection. So the first piece, well, the first two pieces are just button-up shirts, and I actually really like these. They remind me of something like Prada would do almost. I'm not too big into these style of t-shirts. They just don't really fit my style. I have a couple. I actually have one from Supreme that I really like, but for some reason I just never end up wearing them that much, so I probably won't be like end up buying any of these, but I really like them. I think the execution was really well. I like the all over print, and I just thought that the Silver Surfer logo or images looked really cool on these pieces, so I thought they knocked these out of the park. And for the next two pieces, I'm not like a biker, so I'm not gonna be wearing any of these, but if you are someone who's into biking, I think these are awesome. I thought they did a really cool job with all the Silver Surfer stuff. I thought it was like not lazy at all. I thought they really stepped out of their comfort zone and really did a good job taking time to make interesting designs and working on like a cool color palette. Obviously the shirt here is just black and gray and silver, whatever, but this all color one I think they did a really good job on, and I think it transfers well to these other pieces. And then we've got some striped t-shirts, and I actually kind of like these. I think the yellow one is probably my favorite, and I like the green one, and I like this blue and like or purple maybe and red one. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it like bluish purple and red, but my least favorite one actually is this black and tan one. But with that being said, I do kind of like all these pieces. Not something I would go like out of my way or try super hard to pick up, but I do like them and think that they're pretty nice pieces. And next we've got the Enamel small box logo hoodie. I had to look it up because I wasn't sure if it was just like a normal box logo or if it was something special. As you guys can tell, it's obviously like a really small logo, but that is Enamel, so that would be cool to see better pictures of these, like more close-ups. I think this is a cool idea. Obviously it's a little too small to like really see the design and stuff, but these are a piece I could see myself wearing, especially like that yellow one or maybe like this pink one, and then obviously like the heather gray, the black, and the brown I would probably wear too. Not outlandish pieces, not too attention grabbing, but I do like them, and I think they're pretty simple, and I'm a big fan of Supreme hoodies in general, so could definitely see myself picking up a couple of those. And next we've got these like Workman Pants, whatever you want to call them, and I actually think these are really cool. I don't really like the black ones. I feel like the white stitching on the black looks kind of weird, but I do like the pink ones. It's hard to tell if they have white stitching on the pink ones too. I would imagine so, just because all the other ones do, but it does kind of look like they went with pink stitching on those, which is interesting. My favorite ones are the brown ones, but I also really like these green ones too. I definitely think the brown ones are the most wearable, and could definitely see some cool fits going with those. And next we've got nylon shorts. So I thought these shorts were really cool. I actually really like the silhouette. Again, with the white stitching, it's kind of hard to tell if there's white stitching on the pink shorts and on these green shorts. It looks more like it on the green shorts, but I would imagine they all have white stitching. The blue and the black ones aren't really doing it for me, but the pink, green, and yellow ones I think are all really cool. I think if I were to pick ones, probably go with the yellow ones, but I really do like the pink ones too. And the green ones I could definitely see myself wearing. They're just a little bit lower to me than the yellow and pink ones. And next we've got the Supreme knife. So this is a collaboration with somebody. Let me figure out the name of who it is. So the knife is with a company called Benchmade Bug Out. Never heard of them, but I do think these are really cool. I think the all over print, like extending onto the blade, is cool, so you don't just have it all on the handle and then have like a normal blade or whatever. But these are going to be pretty expensive. I think estimated retail is like $300. And with that being said, later on in this video I'm going to get into all the prices. They're all estimations, so keep that in mind, but I think they're pretty accurate. They usually are pretty close. But yeah, they have this coming in at like $300, and I'm not like into knives. I know like some people collect knives, like that's definitely a thing, but I have really no interest in that. I do think probably everyone should have like a good knife, like a good pocket knife. I feel like it's kind of useful, and I think this would be a really cool one to have. So if I ever came across this for like a good deal, I could see myself buying it, but for $300 I don't need a knife that bad. And then next we've got some like Cuban link lanyards. I thought this was a really cool idea, and I like how they used the gold Cuban links on the red and the green, and then went with the like white on the black. I thought that was a good decision. I think the gold would have looked a little funny on top of the black, but I think these green and red ones look really cool. For some reason, I just am a really big fan of red and gold and green and gold, especially the green and like the tone of red that they used. I think those just look really luxurious, even though like this is obviously just a lanyard. I think those colors just tend to be very luxurious when put together, so I think they did a good job with these. And then lastly, wrapping it up, we've got hats, and these hats right here are made of seersucker. So if you're not familiar with seersucker, it's just like a type of material. I think they said it was a washed seersucker, so that's why it's like a little faded in some parts. But again, like I said earlier, Supreme's just been doing a really good job with hat materials. While these aren't something that I really like, I do think it's cool that they took the time to do this. And like I've said in my previous videos, like I really am not too big of a fan of camp hats, which these are. So again, another piece I'll be sitting out on. I don't think the execution was super crazy on these. I think they probably could have done a better job, but I do like that they're still using interesting materials on their hats. And then lastly, we've got these five or six, I think there's 6 panel hats that just say www.supremenewyork.com and has a little logo. I can't really tell. It might just be like a logo of the world. These are a pretty big miss for me. I couldn't imagine myself wearing something that said www.supremenewyork.com. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I mean, not much to say about these really. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into the prices. So these are estimations, like I said earlier, but I do believe that these will be pretty accurate. And yeah, you guys can just take a moment to look at this list here. Go ahead and pause the video if you want. But here's a picture of them like on top of the pieces. I do believe, I didn't even really check. These are from 2 different accounts. I didn't even check that they're the same prices, but I imagine most of the time Drops by J and Drops GG are on the same wavelength. And Drops GG had posted a previous picture, and these are updated prices, so I'm gonna imagine these will be closer. And it looks like we've actually got a couple different hats added into this collection that Drops by J didn't have in his post, so it'll be interesting to see if those make it. Right here we've got like some trucker hats, which I think these are really cool. The colorways I'm not too fond of, but this black and yellow one I could definitely see myself rocking, and maybe this blue and brown and gold one. And then these other ones, I can't really tell what that logo is. It looks like some type of it looks like a goat almost. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It looks like it has like horns coming up out of the hat. Hard to tell what that is. Definitely looks like your typical baseball hat. It is New Era, as you guys can see here, and those pieces aren't for me. I do like the different colored brims to the hat, and I do like this one with the orange brim. So I don't know, I could see myself wearing those maybe, but I'm not a big flat bill guy, so those are probably giving me a pass for me. But anyways, that's it for this collection. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, stay tuned for next week, because I'll be posting these for as long as I can, as long as the Supreme season is going on. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next time. Have a good one.